thought about you when I come back earlier.
I've always run on some level since I was young. I did track in junior high school in my freshman year of high school. I started running marathons when I turned 30. I just went through a bad breakup and I was trying to figure out who I was as a person again, and I had always identified as being athletic, and then I had to laugh because I hadn't done anything athletic in years, and so I decided that was it. I was going to run a marathon, so that's when I started running long distance.
Brenda started with SacFit, I think it was in 2007. And so she's one of the original members from way back when we started in 2006. So she was one of the original members.
So my first ultra was American River 50 in 2008. And I went back in 2009 with the intention of qualifying for Western States, and I did. And my friend Ken also qualified for Western States that year. And it was his first year having a sponsored spot for SacFit, his running club. And he also got in through the lottery. And so he took the lottery spot and offered me the sponsored spot. And so that would have been for Western States 2010. But my mom became terminally ill and I went home to be with her. So I had to pass up that opportunity back then. And then just a lot of life happened, and it took me 9 years to get back to ultra marathons. So when I came back to ultra marathons, I set my sight on Western States again. I have run 11 ultra marathons, AR50 multiple times, Salmon Falls, Way to Cool, Miwok twice, Lake Sonoma, Marin Ultra Challenge 50K. So I've run several. Miwok's my favorite. Yeah. So I started when I first got into long distance running. I was with SacFit, and I love SacFit. SacFit is also my sponsor for Western States, so thank you, SacFit.
Well, I am exceedingly happy to note that Brenda Hofer is our SacFit team sponsor this year.
You know, that was a really special moment for me. I mostly was just really grateful. It came down to me or another person, Elena Starr, and the way the SacFit spot works is the people who qualify and are eligible for the spot get to decide amongst themselves who goes forward. And Elena just didn't even hesitate. She's like, it's your time, it's your turn. So it was very special. Recently, like when the pandemic hit and running groups weren't meeting and I was still training for Western States because we didn't know whether it was going to be canceled or not, I hired a coach, and that's Tom Flahaven, and his team is Fook. And so over the last year or so, I've been running with them. My first thought was just like, is it going to happen or not happen? I mean, there was so much we didn't know, like in the very beginning of the pandemic. But as race started to get canceled, it seemed pretty clear that mine probably would be as well. It also seemed kind of silly to worry so much about a race when there were so many other things going on in the world. So when it got canceled, I was disappointed, but I was also kind of struggling with my running for the first time ever. I was starting to have just what I call mechanical issues, and I was struggling, and I wasn't enjoying running. And when it was officially canceled, I just thought, now I have a year to redo this, and I can make some changes. I have the time, and that's what I did. So in that sense, it was a blessing for me. I think it's going to be a different race for me in 2021 than it would have been in 2020.
She took this on very seriously. She hired a coach, she hired a massage therapist, she hired a sports physical person, she hired a PT person. She woke up at 4 in the morning, 3 times a week, and then on the weekends to do the work. And she did everything, and she didn't complain, and she just was impressive. And the one thing I don't think she ever realized was how much she improved. Yeah, it was fun seeing her journey and seeing other people see her journey and having them realize it. Holy crap, she's a serious athlete. I don't know that she ever really thought that about herself, but we've all watched her, and I've told her 100 times how much she's improved and how well she's done, and it's just now starting to sink in a little bit.
So in February, our runner's email basically was still not sure it's going to happen. We didn't get another runner's email until April. That email started out with, "Are you ready to run June 26th? Question mark. So at that point, we were pretty confident it was going to happen. We just weren't sure what the race was going to look like or what kind of restrictions there were going to be. And everything was on the table. Pacers, maybe no pacers, maybe no crew. There were just, and everyone starts talking about it. So there was a lot of uncertainty and a lot of unknown. It's happening, clearly. We did get a new runner's email for June. There's still some restrictions, but it looks like the race is going to happen pretty normally, so that's exciting. I think it's safe to say in 18 days, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. I have to say, if I wasn't training, I think I would have lost my mind, first of all. I went to completely working from home, not being around coworkers, not seeing friends, not seeing family. So running was the one thing I had, and I actually felt safe being outdoors running. I was not worried about it. But I am not comfortable on trails alone, like being out there for hours and 30 miles by myself. So my biggest concern was, who is going to run with me? If there's no running groups, if everyone's just running with one or two people and I'm not one of those people, who's going to run with me? And so I have to say, Randy just stepped up, and at some point she thought Miwok would happen, so she was training for Miwok. And then when Miwok was canceled, she saw, "I'm just going to train with you for states." And I said, "Are you sure? Do you know what that entails?" And she's been awesome. So I've always had that one person to be out there with no matter what. So that's been really nice. I've had so much support. Brad, Randy, Kelly. And Kelly's had some injuries going on, so she would still try to come out and train with me. And Tom has a lot of trail runners in general. And so there's been a pretty core group of us out there week in, week out. And, not everyone's training for states, but they just still want to be out there. So it's been amazing. Just so good. My training's gone really, really, really well. I've had such a great training season, being out in the canyons. In May, we had a crazy week after week after week. And then we went to Silver State and did the 50K up there, which was at altitude. And, every week I just feel like I've gotten a little more confident, and a little more confident, and a little more confident. So it's been amazing. Tom's been a great coach. There's been so many fun people out there, other people training for states, Ed and Christine. It's just been a great feeling of training with other people that are in the race as well. So I think last Saturday was the final piece, right? I went up to the high country. The high country's always been a little bit of a nervous thing for me, just because I don't move as fast at altitude. Yeah, it definitely has an effect, and you start to feel sluggish, and you don't want it to be a 30-mile race. You don't want to miss the cutoff at Robinson, but at the same time, you don't want to deplete yourself in the high country and work so hard that you can't go the next 70 miles. So that's always been a thing for me, how hard am I going to have to push up there? How hard should I push? And we went out last Saturday, and I had a great run, and I thought, yeah, it was better than I could have anticipated. So I'm feeling much better about the high country. I have trained here locally to be basically have the Western States course in your backyard, more or less, is amazing. We are in the canyons every single weekend. You have the opportunity to run every mile of the course, which I have done because Brad was so kind to take me to Olympic Valley one day and drop me off, and I ran, point to point. He pulled me out at Duncan Canyon, me and some other people. So yeah, it's amazing to live locally and just be a part of this running community and have states so close, because everyone loves states. You know, it's just a fun, exciting race for everyone. So, yeah.
It's just that I believe. I mean, I totally believe. I have from day one. I'm excited for her for race week because it's a big deal. This is it. This is the big game. So I'm excited for her. I'm so proud of her, and I just know it's going to be an amazing experience.
So Western States is a thinking person's race. You can be physical about that race. A lot of times, just the physical part is not going to get you through. But when you're smart, strategic, tactical, and what Brenda is definitely well-disciplined, this race is perfect for that type of character. There's never been a question in my mind that she could do it. I know her psychology, I know her aptitude, I know the races she's done, and as I said, the math shows that she is going to finish every single time. And she's not going to get caught up in getting ahead of herself.
So my crew is Callie Valentine, Randy Linnell, Nola Kinniston, Laura, also my videographer, Brad Doyle, Rod Lilly, and Tracy Lilly. That's my crew. So I have two crews. I have kind of crew A and crew B. My pacers are Elena Starr, Randy Wong, and Tracy Lilly. I would have never run an ultra if it wasn't for Tracy. She was someone I met through SACFit, and she was the first one. She had this crazy idea that we were all going to run AR50. And I just kept being like, no, I don't think so. I don't want to run 50 miles. But of course, Ken was like, yeah, I'll do it. I'll figure out like how to train. So we were actually the first SACFit ultra group, like this. And it's all because of Tracy. So. Good morning. I'm good. It's the day before. Oh, we're going to registration this morning. Mandatory team meeting at 2 o'clock. Yeah, most of the day will be spent trying to just keep my feet up, relax. That's going to be challenging, the relax part. Yeah, it's going to be a good day. I'm going to try my best to kind of still keep low key once I'm in Olympic Valley, and it'll be the 1 year where I probably am not spending too much time in the village. I just need to kind of remove myself, I think, a little bit from the excitement. But yeah, once go time happens, it's going to be amazing. It is. It's going to be. I can't believe I'm going to be lining up with, you know, the likes of, like, you know, yeah, all the elites. Yeah, of course. I mean, I hate to just say him because there's amazing women in the field as well. But yeah, I'm excited once he's coming back. That's very exciting. He wasn't going to be in 2020, so it's very cool that he'll be there, and I'm pulling for you too. It's good because I've been so calm that I'm like, we're not like believing this is real, like am I going to start this, not like fully invested, feeling like, oh, it's just another run, but now I know it's there.
How you feeling?
Good. I feel really good. The excitement and the nerves were pretty high back there.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's so sweet and nice and excited for you, so that adds to it.
Yeah.
But now I'm back to my calmness, which I would like to last until tomorrow morning at least. It is so exciting. It's like, it's overwhelming actually. in a great way, but
Yeah.
very overwhelming. You guys are so cute. Oh, you guys are so cute. What does the friend say? Badass women in me honors the badass women in you. That is awesome. Thank you guys so much.
You'll be taking every step of your journey on your own. You will not be alone. You'll be supported by the best volunteers, medical staff, aid stations, crews, pacers, and fellow runners who will be helping you realize your dreams and goals. You will provide them and all of us enormous inspiration in your journey. And they'll provide you inspiration back on your epic journey to Auburn. And so in closing, ask not for victory, ask only for courage. In your pursuit, you bring honor to yourself, but more important, you bring honor to all of us. Good luck to all of you tomorrow, and have a great day out there. Thank you.
I am very, I'm just so full of gratitude to be here, truthfully. I mean, I'm grateful to SACFIT, to Ken for the sponsored spot. I am amazed by all the fantastic people I have surrounding me, loving on me, supporting me. It's just made the journey that much sweeter. I actually wouldn't want to be doing this without everyone who's here with me today. I'm a healthy dose of terrified. And I mean, I know the course, I know, I think I know what I'm in for, like realistically, but you know, until you've done it, you just can't really, you know, ignorance is kind of bliss, right? You just can't really quite tell how rough it's gonna get. So, yeah, I hope I get a little bit of sleep tonight. Just a few hours would be beautiful, but I'm ready. I'm ready.
You know, that obviously that I love you, and I am so proud of you. We have an amazing group of people that, you know, these are not small challenges. They require help and support. And so she's been very blessed to have, you know, a running team, coaches, running partners who have all, you know, been more than happy to go on the journey with her. You know, certainly, you know, Tom Flahaven and his group, Ken Press and SACFIT, who got her started and who have been there all along the way. And she's got so many friends. I can't even mention all their names. You share the journey, and she's been able to share it with a lot of people. And I think that's going to make this even more special for her. So.
Good morning. Oops. Good morning. I like your shorts. Thank you. I'm just ready to go. I mean, honestly, the build-up anticipation gets to be a lot, and I'm just ready. I'm excited. That's it.
Okay.
Lost lots.
I met Brenda when I was asked to crew Brad for his Western States. So I met her at a crew meeting a couple days before the race. I am Brenda's crew chief this year and I'm super excited about it. We are going to be crewing at Robinson Flats. We are crewing at Michigan Bluff, Forest Hill, Green Gate, Pointed Rocks, and we'll be at the finish. So, oh my gosh, the whole thing. Like, I don't know that there's one thing except for like crossing the finish line. Just the experience and just being out there and just seeing her face at every aid station and being able to help her get in and out and help her move along to the next one and just get her to the track. I'm just super excited about all of that and just to see how she does through the day and just keep her moving. I'm not nervous that something's gonna happen or go wrong. I think it's just that nerves of like, crewing is sometimes very stressful and what if I forget this or that, but we have such a good team that I think there's not going to be that. Like she's very dialed in and knows what she has to do, so I'm not worried about that at all. It's just more of just nerves of the race, I think. Brenda, I'm so excited for you, girl. Like this has been such a journey and I'm so proud of you and I'm so honored that you would even ask me to be part of your whole team and let alone lead the crew. So thank you for that. I'm so proud of you already and I cannot wait to see you across the finish line.
So Brenda, I just want to take this opportunity to tell you how proud I am of you, how excited I am, how incredible this is for you, that you have always been and are certainly so deserving of this opportunity. I could not think of a better representative for SacFit Ultra or SacFit. I'm just so excited for you, seeing you out there, watching you come into the finish. If everything else, have a great time and a fun adventure. As I said, I have no doubt you'll finish. I'm looking forward to seeing you at the finish. So proud of you.
Brenda Hofer, welcome!
Come right here, you're good. You can come out, yes.
I met her through Scott. We were waiting at Canyons and they were hanging out together and that's how I met Brenda. I am a crew member. This will be my 5th time crewing. I'm just excited to see her complete her goals, like and see her on aid stations and of course cross that finish line. And I think she's done the training and I think she's got it and she's got her support system and I think she'll be fine. Well, Brenda, have an amazing day. We will be there to support you and we love you. You are amazing. Have a great day.
Hi there. Yes. Hi. Good. How you doing?
Oh, Jeff Calusa just came in.
Ice is very helpful. for ice.
For sure.
Someone behind you.
Okay, do good.
Thank you so much. 213. 213 out. Thank you. All right.
I know Brenda through my wife Tracy, and used to trail run with her a little bit, and just been a good friend for, 10 years now. I am mostly driving but helping crew at Duncan Canyon, Dusty Corners, and then we'll meet her at Michigan Bluff, Forest Hill, and somewhere at the bottom of the hill, wherever Tracy's picking her up. I forgot the name of it. Well, obviously to see her finish. Like I said, I'm super excited to see her come into the first rest stop when we're going to pick her up, and just know that she's doing well. So, Brenda, I am super excited for you. I cannot wait to see you leave tomorrow. I cannot wait to see you come in tomorrow. I'm super proud of the effort you put into this. The fact that you've had to do it twice. You busted it for 2 years straight. Well, more than that, getting ready, and I cannot wait to see you finish tomorrow. Actually, Sunday.
Nice job, Brenda. You're doing so good. Tell us.
My feet are destroyed.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm trying to deal with them.
What do they feel like?
Tons of blisters on the bottom.
Okay. All right, Brenda.
Yeah.
Come on, Brenda, this way.
I would say the weak, I would say the squeamish should not look at my feet.
Okay, drink your soup.
What's going on the bottom?
They're just sucked.
Powder. I don't need any more of these, Kelly. I should have no problems actually.
Yeah.
Powder and dry socks.
Yep.
Okay, thanks guys.
First hill, we love you, Brenda. Keep it up, girl. You're doing great. Go, go, go. Good job, Brenda. Good job, Brenda.
I met Brenda in Sackfit, I can't remember how many years ago, maybe 5 years ago, on crewing. I actually think the finish, yeah, because it's just so exciting to run around the track and have her running in. Yeah, it's just, it's going to be a cheerleader, it really is. Well, I've never crewed before, I've been crewed, so I think that part makes me a little bit nervous. I want to make sure that, you know, I'm doing everything to get her in and not messing something up. Yes, I'm a little anxious about that. Sometimes you're going to get in a rough spot and you're going to find it difficult. Do the very best you can with what you have, how you are now. Good luck, Brenda, and have a wonderful race.
No, she doesn't. She only has a couple pairs of socks, so she didn't want to change them now. Said that her feet are bugged, they hurt, but she's okay.
I didn't get them wet again. Thank you guys.
Let's go, Brenda.
I met Brenda through Sackfit Ultra. I had never run trails before, and she was kind of this person that everybody talked about, that knew what she was doing. I just remember watching her. We ended up in the same pod kind of together, and I was like, oh, this person knows everything, and I'm like, I don't know anything, but yeah, I met her through that, and then we got closer over the years. I'm gonna be pacing from Forest Hill down to the river, and across the river. I'm really excited for her to finish. I'm so excited, and I honestly think that she's stronger than she thinks she's gonna do. I think she's gonna do a lot better, and so I'm excited for her to see that, but I'm excited for her to finish. I think actually we were talking about crossing the river, just making sure like that I get her across smoothly. Brenda, you are stronger than you know, and I'm really excited for you, and this has been over a decade adventure for you, and I cannot wait to finish and celebrate with you.
Nice job, Brenda. You're back on pace.
Right on it.
That's right.
Right on it. Okay, let's get you some electrolytes.
We also have big rod.
I have
With rice.
You're getting it. You're on the 30-hour pace now. You caught back up to that. Yeah? Yeah?
I wasn't happy with her sometimes.
That's a good pacer. That's a good pacer.
Nothing. I was always sweet to her. That doesn't mean I was happy.
All right, you guys.
Brenda, I am so proud of you. I am so excited for you. Western States is a magical, magical event, and I am thrilled that you finally get the chance to do this. I cannot wait to be out there to capture every moment, and I cannot wait to run around the track and watch you cross the finish line. Like, that is going to be amazing. And I'm so proud of you. Kick some ass.
You guys get naps?
I did. I got a 15-minute nap. It was glorious.
15 minutes.
But those are like a good
Shite.
power naps, you know?
Yes.
out behind you. Let's go, girl. We love you. Brenda, go. Go, go, go. Brenda, go. We'll see you soon, honey. Go, Brenda, go.
I know Brenda from SacFit Ultra. When I first started running with the SacFit group, I am a pacer for her. I will be pacing from Ruckatucky to Pointed Rocks. I'm excited to see her complete this race, and I think she's in the best shape she could have been. Having this extra year has been just wonderful for her. She's worked hard. I've trained with her. I know what she's put in. I know where she started and where she's at. She's so ready for tomorrow morning. The only nervous thing is just that I want to make sure I do what I can do for her and get her to Tracy as fast as she wanted or faster. My message to you, Brenda, is you have worked hard. You've been nervous, you've been injured, you've done all the gamut of things, but you've come through it a shining star.
Come on, Brad! Great job, girl! You are a rock star, sister. Keep going. You're doing so good.
So Brenda and I met going on 20 years ago at SacFit. We both started training together for CIM. Well, Ken likes to say we were the first SacFit Ultra team. What actually happened was at the end of a SacFit run, I had suggested to Brenda that we should run AR50. And Brenda said, okay. And then from there, we did AR50 another time and ran, I can't even tell you how many CIMs together. I am going to crew for her in a couple spots, and I'm fortunate enough to get to run in to the finish with her from Pointed Rock. It's been a really long road for Brenda. She's been ready so many times. She's put her heart into it, and she's just been disappointed so many times. I'm just so excited that she's here. She's earned it many, many times over. I'm excited to see her get to be rewarded for all of her hard work. I love her so much. She's gotten to be such a good friend, and she's a wonderful person. She puts her heart into everything. I'm excited that she's here. She deserves it. I
I know everybody works so hard to get here. Everybody has a story. There's a journey for everybody, but I just feel that there were so many things out of her control that took it away from her when she deserved it. That to see her here now and to see all the people that love her and are supporting her and coming together for her is just, she deserves it. Brenda, I just want to say how proud I am of you and everything you've done to get here. You are my hero, one of my best friends, and I can't wait to see you. Well, I'm gonna be with you. I can't wait to cross the finish line with you on Sunday morning. You rock.
Yes. Good work, Brenda. Keep it going.
Brenda, I just wanted to say, by the time this incredible film of your journey is completed, the race will have been finished. Of course, everyone has the best of intentions in terms of will Brenda finish, all these unknowns. Well, I just want to say this now, before the race. I have no doubt you can finish this race. I have no doubt this is within you. With that, I can't tell you how excited I am and how proud I am to know that you're going to get this great accomplishment under your belt, literally with the belt buckle. And I just wanted to make sure you understood that I know you will finish before you have finished because you've put in all the time. You're an incredible athlete, well-disciplined, tactical. It's just a matter of execution, which I know you can do. Go forward.
You got a lot of people waiting for you.
Amazing. You know what? People's going to be better when you look amazing on that track. Good job. Don't stop. Keep moving.
Actually, I remember early on Facebook on my profile, I put, I hoped one day I would be brave enough to run Western States. I think it was always on my radar as soon as Ken started talking to me about qualifying and starting to get qualifiers for it. But I was always afraid of it for many reasons, but one of them being running at night. That's always been scary for me. So it's been on my radar for a long time, and obviously, like, having to pass on the opportunity 11 years ago, it's just been unfinished business for me. So I'm really excited. First and foremost, I want to thank you, Brad, from the bottom of my heart. Your support of me in life in general and on this journey has been unwavering. I love you with all of my heart. Thank you for all you've done to get me to the start line. I appreciate it, and thank you for everything you're going to do to get me to the finish line. I love you so much. Thank you, Tom. You have helped me grow so much mentally and physically. I cannot thank you enough. I can't wait to give you a hug when I cross the finish line. To my crew, thank you. Kelly, Randy, Nola, Rod, Tracy, Laura, Brad, all of you are going to be out there supporting me and crewing for me. Thank you so much in advance for all you're going to do, and I'm sure I'm going to make you bite your nails a few times. So thank you very much. To my pacers, same thing. I hope I don't put you guys through too much. Thank you so much for helping me get to the start and helping me get to the finish. For all of you, I love you so much. Thank you. My goal is simple. I want to finish. I want an official finish. I want to finish under 30 hours. I mean, that is #1 goal. My second goal is just not to suffer too bad. Like, I want to execute properly and fuel and hydrate properly so that hopefully I minimize my suffering. But that's it. I mean, really, it's just to finish. I just want it really bad. So that's it. It's my only goal. I think mentally the most challenging thing was that I was working really hard out there. I mean, I was working hard and I was still chasing cutoffs. And that, you know, not at first it was kind of hard cutoffs, and then I knew I was always behind the 30-hour cutoff. And I think mentally that can wear you out. It's like, how much more can I give? And am I going to get this done? And at some point you're tired. I'm not doing mental math. I'm relying completely on my pacers, which were all amazing and had a plan for me. But you know, at some point it's hard to just keep pushing and giving it everything and not knowing if that's going to be good enough. That's really difficult. That was hard for me mentally. Yeah, my pacers were amazing. I think if left to my own devices, I wouldn't have got the job done. I mean, they had a plan. They knew how fast I needed to run. They kept me honest. They kept me moving. Having good pacers is critical, and good crew. It's all critical. It's all critical. You do not want to run a race like Western States without it. I feel bad for people who do. It's a lot to take on.
with 13 minutes left. Tanya, nicely done. Way to finish.
I still can't believe I finished Western States. Like, that is the honest truth. Like, it's sinking in bit by bit, and you know, there were a lot of people in my life who knew I was doing this, a lot of work people and, you know, non-runner type of people, and when I get to talk to them about the experience and that I finished, I mean, that's definitely when I start to really feel it in my heart, like, wow, you know, it's a really cool thing. I'm really glad I can say I finished. It was a hard fought battle that day for a lot of people. So yeah, I'm really glad that I was able to get it done. And you know, now like 14 minutes and some odd seconds of, you know, time left in the race seems like, oh, that was kind of a luxury, you know, like I didn't want to cut it that close. I'd hoped not to cut it that close, but that's just how it worked out. And I still didn't have to like try to sprint on the track, which was really nice. Yeah, if you've not run a 100-miler before, you just don't know. Stomach turning, blistering, I mean, not sleeping, fatigue in general. I mean, it's all kind of compounded. I knew it was going to be hard, but when you don't have a context for how hard, it's just, you just learn as you go. And it was harder than I imagined, that's for sure. The track is obviously the best. I mean, you can't really beat that. I mean, that feeling of knowing you actually are going to finish this thing you started nearly 30 hours ago, and getting to share it with everybody. You know, I'm not alone anymore out there. I have everybody with me who supported me. That's the best feeling in the world, is just crossing that finish, getting to the track and crossing the finish line. I mean, there's nothing better than that, really. So.
Good job.
How do you feel about that, Brenda? You should feel special.
In a time of 29:46, Brenda Auburn.
I feel really good. Yeah, I think recovery's gone really well. My feet were obviously destroyed. That's been the hardest part for me. Muscular wise, I feel really good. I haven't run much since. I tried a little bit on Tuesday and I didn't like the way it felt. It almost felt like in my bones, not even muscular, just kind of in my bones. In my brain I want to run, but then when I actually try to run, I'm not ready. I'm not there yet. But I feel really good and really happy. Really happy. Yeah. So I actually, when I got to Pointed Rocks and I was with Tracy, I knew the finish was in reach, right? And I wanted it very badly. Before that, there were some low points where I thought, I can't do this, I'm not gonna get there. But when I got to Pointed Rocks, it was a very quick transition and we hightailed it out of there. And you have a couple of nice down miles going down roller coaster. We had a pretty nice clip going down roller coaster. I felt really good, but then I just kept dreading the climb. I'm like, oh, you know, we're gonna have to climb up to Roby Point. I knew it would be hot, I knew it would be exposed, but Tracy told me my plan. She told me exactly the average pace I needed. She told me what we were gonna do, and we just did it. And then I saw familiar faces, so many familiar faces. That was awesome. I mean, there were people there I wasn't even expecting, which kind of threw me for a loop. even just the people that are local that are lined up on the street clapping, cheering you on, that's when the emotions started happening for me. Like I just wanted to thank everyone, love on everyone who was out there just cheering me on. But I still didn't know how much time I had left. And everyone around me was calm. None of you were telling me I had to run. So, and I was definitely watching Brad. So I knew I had time, but I really didn't know. And I hit the track and you can't see the clock. So I still didn't know how much time I had. So I started running because I could and because I just didn't know how much time I had. But then I turned the last corner and the first, like I saw Dan Foley and Shavi and Ricky, and I just saw so many familiar faces just going crazy. And that was super special too. And then I could see the clock and I thought, all right, like I'm gonna finish this thing. Like I've got like 14 minutes and some seconds to finish. So I knew it was gonna happen and that felt really good. And of course, my coach Tom was at the other side of the finish line and he got to put the medal on me and that was amazing. And Donnie was right there too. And it was just like, to have them there and also all the other Fugue team members who were working the finish line, to have so many familiar faces when you finish, you know, was super special, super special. It's interesting because I know a lot of people, when I would tell them it's going to be my first 100 miler, they kind of get this look on their face. It's not a good look. It makes you nervous. 2020 was canceled, Western States, and so I was thinking of running Rio as like a practice run, and then Rio was canceled too, right? So there weren't a lot of options to get in a 100 miler before States. I mean, it's the 100 miler I always wanted to do, and so it's beautiful that I was able to actually get it done. And there may be other 100 milers. I don't know if I'm going to keep putting my name in the lottery for States. I haven't decided that yet. We'll see. But yeah, it's done. Check. Check that one off the list.